Hi, first grade. It's me, Miss Handy, and I'm going to be the one teaching you your first grade literacy lesson today. So let's get started. Let's begin by talking about our essential question of the week. How can we work together to make our lives better? Let's think about that for a second, and let's look at the picture. Make it happen. What are these people doing to work together? What do you think they're doing? Yep, they are working together to paint a wall to make it a more beautiful place in their community. Nice job. Let's go over our sight words of the week. The first word is answer. What word? Good job. I know the answer to that question. Answer. The second word is brought. What word? We all brought food for the picnic. Next word is busy. What word? The bees are busy making honey. The next word is door. What word? Grandpa met us at the door. The next word is enough. What word? Are there enough seats for all? The next word is eyes. What word? Our eyes and ears help us learn. Nice job. The next two words are vocabulary words of this week. The first one right here is the word demand. People can demand fair pay. Demand means that they ask for it in a strong way and they want it now. The last word is another vocabulary word, and it's the word emergency. A fire is one kind of emergency. If you see any of these words as we read our story, make sure to cup your ear. Let's begin reading. This story is called Super Tools. As we read, I want you to think about how the characters' feelings change from the beginning to the end of the story. You can track by touching and following along on each word. Super Tools. A few weeks ago, Lucy's mom and dad brought a new computer home. "This is so cool!" exclaimed Lucy. Lucy used the computer all the time, but not everyone was happy about the new computer. Lucy didn't know it, but her writing tools felt sad and useless. One day, while she was at school, they had an emergency meeting. "Lucy hasn't used us in weeks," cried the markers. "Can we demand to be used?" asked the crayons. "No, that would be rude. But we can remind her how great we are," said the pencils. "Yes," they all agreed. "Let's remind her." So I want you to think for a second. How does one of our characters feel at this time in the story? Let's think about the marker. How do they feel at this point in the story? Nice job. Now let's see if their feelings change from the beginning to the middle to the end. After school, as soon as Lucy came through the door, she grabbed a glass of juice and went right to her computer. She had to write a report about birds. The writing tools watched and waited. When Lucy was done, she printed her report. That night, the writing tools got busy. They worked together to make a picture for Lucy. The pencils made a sketch. The markers drew the birds in the tree. The crayons drew the sun in a blue sky. The picture was good enough to frame. The next day was Saturday. Lucy woke up late. Then she went to get her report. Lucy gasped. She couldn't believe her eyes. "Who drew this great picture?" she asked. "Did you draw this?" Lucy asked Mom and Dad. You know the answer to that, they laughed. Stop joking! You drew that great picture. That made Lucy think she wished she had drawn it. It is fun to draw, she said. Hmm, do you think that Lucy's feelings are changing? Think about it. Lucy hung the picture in her room. Then she took out her pencils, crayons, and markers. I'll draw my own picture for my report, she said. Lucy and her pencils, crayons, and markers worked together. They drew a super picture. From that day on, Lucy kept drawing, and the writing tools felt happy and useful. So let's think about that story. Choose one character and describe how their feelings changed from the beginning to the end of the story. In your Google Classroom assignment, you're going to find a graphic organizer that looks like this, and it is showing the beginning, the middle, and the end. So you can draw pictures, you can write words, or you can record your voice sharing the information that tells me how the character that you chose, how their feelings changed from the beginning to the end of the story. Then you can upload it into your Google Classroom assignment, and I will get to see it. Thanks for joining us today, friends. Bye.